வளர்க்கப்பட்டு தன் மருத்துவக் கல்லூரி நாட்களிலேயே மாணவர் தலைவர் பொறுப்பிலிருந்து சேவையாற்றியவர். மகப்பேறு மருத்துவத்தில் நிபுணத்துவம் பெற்ற இவர் அரசியல், சமூக நலன், பெண் முன்னேற்றம் சார்ந்த தன் நிலைப்பாட்டை எந்த சபையிலும் உரக்க பேசக்கூடியவர். அரசியல், பொதுவாழ்வு மற்றும் மருத்துவத் துறையில் சேவை உள்ளம் கொண்டு பணியாற்றியதற்காக சர்வதேச அளவில் அமெரிக்காவின் இன்டர்நேஷனல் ரைசிங் ஸ்டார் ஆஃப் தி இயர் என்ற விருதினை பெற்றிருக்கிறார். எதிர்கொண்ட சவால்களை நேர்மறையாக மாற்றி காட்டிய இந்த மக்கள் நலன் விரும்பும் மருத்துவர் மிகுந்த மொழிப்பற்று கொண்டவர். மருத்துவம், அரசியல், இலக்கியம் சார்ந்த பல நூல்களை எழுதி வெளியிட்டிருக்கிறார். பல இலக்கிய அமைப்புகளுடன் இணைந்து பேச்சு, எழுத்து என்று இயங்கிக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார். மக்களோடு மக்களாக இணைந்து இயங்குவதில் பேரார்வம் கொண்ட இவர் நம் வருமான வரித்துறையின் துறை ரீதியிலான நடவடிக்கைகள் பொதுவெளியிலே விமர்சிக்கப்படும் போது நம்மில் ஒருவராயிருந்து நமக்காக சார்ந்து எப்போதும் பேசக்கூடிய மாண்பு கொண்ட ஒரு ஆளுமை. இன்று நம்மில் ஒருவராய் இவ்விழாவில் கலந்து கொண்டு விழாவிற்கு பெருமை கூட்டிக் கொண்டிருக்கும் பெரும் மதிப்பிற்குரிய மேதகு தெலுங்கானா ஆளுநர் மற்றும் புதுச்சேரி துணைநிலை ஆளுநர் டாக்டர் தமிழிசை சவுந்தரராஜன் அவர்களை சிறப்புரையாற்ற வருமாறு பணிவுடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம்.
இங்கு கூடியிருக்கும் அனைவருக்கும் முதற்கண் என் வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். A special good morning to each and everyone here. Hon'ble Sir Justice Munishwar Nath Bhandari ji, my respects to you and fantastic speech and your request to Income Tax Department. I think they will honor that request also because they have honored the request of so many people who are in need of it. And Sri R. Ravichandran, Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. I have to tell about him. When everyone is about to receive their awards, he was in a short period, he was telling about each and everyone to me. So it is very important that the highest officer recognizes the duties and the service of the officers. So I think that only made him very successful. And in a lighter comments also, I was passing comments because he told about that. And I was telling about for example, superstars Rajinikanth's daughter here received the award for maximum tax payment. I told he's not only superstar, super payer also. So that is set an example to the people. And when he was telling about all these tax collections and all, then she was mentioning about one of the officers. She is very good in TDS collection. So I told it's TDS collection also. It is not an easy collection. So it is very heartening to see an officer identifying each and every one. So I really appreciate your cooperation and your guidance to your officers, and because of that only I think Puducherry and Tamil Nadu stands fourth in the highest tax collection. So because of your guidance and the expert officers, and when I heard about the talents of each and expert officer, it is really a very we used to say that when a problem is more and when it is difficult, we take it is taxing. So it should not tell taxing, it should be relaxing. So I really appreciate all of them, and I appreciate the highest taxpayers and Mr. Rajinikanth and Rama Pure Water. So I told them, not only your water is transparent, your unit is also transparent, so only you can pay more taxes. And Arthi Kadiravan and Miss Manjula, even the peripheral people from rural areas also can exemplify in the tax payment. So I really appreciate you all. And this hall is full. And I always say, because Mr. Ravichandran told, I am always supportive, because very few persons may be supporting. So when I have to, in a lighter sense, I have to tell. During the demonetization, my press friends are there. We are always friendly commenting on them, and my respects to them also. So one of the press person came and asked me, demonetization they have announced. And some people are tensed. And you are very much relaxed. So, do you know about that previously? They asked. No, what is this now? Our Honorable Prime Minister has announced it, and we are surprised as each and every one of the other citizen also. So, you are relaxed. My husband, Dr. Soundarajan, is also here. And I told, I am not tensed and I am relaxed because why? Whatever may be the smallest amount we as an income we got is purely due to our medical profession. So my coat is white, my note is also white. So I am not bothered. So when we are paid, there won't be any raid. That is also a message we have to. So income tax means because when a doctor is introduced to a child, then the child will tell, no, they won't actually receive us as savers. Oh, injection. They will put Usi podra doctor like that. So when a doctor is introduced, they won't respect the doctor as savers. They will visualize only a person who will give injections, prick them. So when like that, when an income tax officer is introduced, he is not respected as a person who is saving the country. He is taxing the person. So that mentality and morality, that should be changed, because it is very difficult. When somebody asked, when Kamaraj, great Kamaraj, he was our great ruler and a great leader who respects and who made Tamil Nadu more developed. And somebody asked, these opposition parties are accusing because on the budget they levied some taxes. So when they are all accusing you for levying taxes and increasing the income tax, that you motivating them to pay tax. Then he told, these people are telling, when a farmer plows the land and throws the paddy in the land to grow more paddies and to feed more people, they are telling, we are throwing to grow the paddy, to multiply the paddy, but these people are thinking, see, the government is throwing the paddy in the mud instead of giving you. Why we are throwing it? Because you have to multiply it. So that mindset should be there. So in a simple word, he says. So even it is very difficult to convince the politicians also, because it is not that we need, as our Honorable Prime Minister clearly said, we need tax for the development of the country. But at the same time, the people should not be overburdened also. So that type of, when Honorable, another respectable leader from Tamil Nadu, when Annadurai, one of the person asked, what is difference between direct tax and what is difference between indirect tax? He said, direct tax is like mosquito biting. So indirect tax is like a bedbug biting. We don't know where it is biting. We'll be turning this side, where it is, but it will be biting. So in a simple word, he told like that. So whatever may be the tax, I always feel that people should enjoy paying the tax. As our Honorable Prime Minister mentioned, 3 crore people go abroad for their business, for travel, and even they get cars. But only 1.5 crore pay the tax. What happened to that other 1.5 crore? So they should come forward. As I am telling, I always very proud saying that now I am standing in front of you taking the Indian vaccine. I am very proud that as a medical student, we were all expecting vaccines from other countries. But now, indigenous vaccine I have taken, and we are exporting to 150 countries. So like that, I have taken my Indian vaccine and I am very proud. Like that, each and everyone should raise their head and say, I have paid my tax. I have paid my tax and I am a taxpayer. Then people also should know that, understand that you are paying the tax not to the government. You are paying the tax for yourself. That message most of the people are not getting. They think as if somebody is grabbing their, it is given to you in the form of development. So you are there for the development of your country. So as it is said, because of the some of the innovative methods now the Income Tax Department is adopting with the guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister, now the people come forward to pay the taxes. And we should be very clear that paying the tax is for the people. I should mention one incident when Baba, during the Bhumidan movement, he went to a village. He was walking all over the country and he went to a village. And the previous day he convened a meeting saying that I am a poor person. I want what all the extra thing you are having. I'm not asking the real thing which you need. Please give me which is more for you, which is surplus for you. So I will collect and I will give it to the poor. Then nobody listened to it, and everyone went and they didn't listen to him. They didn't give him anything. He was staying in that village. Next day, everyone came running, crying, saying that, Vinobhavji, we should have given you something, because yesterday one robber came to our village and robbed all our wealth. So now we are helpless. So he told, yesterday I asked only little, but today you lost everything. So this indicates the message to others also. Please give what all the surplus you give. Otherwise you will lose what all you have also. That is also I have to mention here. So we are fearless. You can make the others tearless by paying the tax. So I'm really very happy to, because when Mr. Ravichandran called me for this program, I had different programs, but I wanted to attend this program because I wanted to give a clear message, because the people should be aware, and as our Honorable Justice told, some of the procedures to be simplified. For example, when we had the portal for vaccination, initially the people were unable to register through portal. So when we asked why you didn't get your vaccination, they were telling, no, if we were unable to come directly, but this COVID portal, because of that only, I am proudly saying, this minute, we have crossed 200 crore doses, because we registered in the digitalized also method also. So then they told, then we organized 10 to 15, we call the IT professionals, the students, and we made them to sit with computers. And after that, there was a very big turnover from the villages. So I learned, but another pricking thing is the last date of tax payment. They want always relaxation. And nobody is paying and filing the documents before the last day, expecting extension of the last date. So that is also, so please don't expect that. You have a final date. When the income tax has 31st July, you have the 20th July or 15th July, so that, but everything, because even as an assistant professor, I always noticed, the student won't read, because they will be expecting extension of the exam date. So like that, everyone think that they have to extend the date. So when the date is announced itself, they expect extension. They won't go for the procedures. So something, so that not only during the last few days, some guidance to the people who want to register the income tax, so that the innocent people, so that in village level, some people with IT professionals with computers, so that that roundabout procedure cannot be there. So simple as Chanakya said, just like that, extracting the honey from the flower, it can be done. So some of the innovative procedures, technologies, it's very useful because of the technology, and because of some of the tools for achieving good governance, like e-governance. Tax administration is changing as the ecosystem in which operates becomes broader and deeper, mostly owing to the vast increase in the digital information flows. Tax administration or administrations are responding to these challenges through the introduction of new technology and data analytic tools. In this regard, I am again happy to note that the Income Tax Department has embraced technology in a big way. But this technology should be available to the last person who wants to pay the tax. So my appeal is, because you are concentrating and you have to appreciate your whole department, because I am visiting 75 schools in Puducherry as a mark of our Honorable Prime Minister's announcement as Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav to celebrate the 75 year of independence. I am visiting 75 government schools. It is really the needy are studying there, and I appreciate your department for helping the rural schools to get innovated. And I appealed him also, so some of the technical assistance, because within few lakhs, they totally renovate the schools, so that help is needed for me also. So because I have completed 22 schools, again among 75 schools which I have planned, And really, the children, they need it because it is even the simpler, the rural population also to get the highest comfort during their education, because that is the great investment on the future development, future generation. And the central government, headed by our Honorable Prime Minister, has taken a number of people-centric steps in the field of direct taxation to help meet the challenges posed by the COVID-19. That also I have to mention here. I would like to list some of the such innovative ideas in the form of benefits and relaxations. For example, money received by an individual from his employer towards the expenditure incurred by him on medical treatment of any member of his family in respect of COVID-19 was not considered as taxable prerequisite in the hands of the individual. That's a great support, because as a doctor, we know how the people suffer. And I always tell, when I was practicing, when I was on the rounds, one person was much worried. I asked, why are you worried? Nothing will happen. Don't be unhappy. What will happen? Everything will be looked after. Then that person told, I am not worried what will happen. I am worried how much it will happen. So only I am worried. So that is the worry of each and every patient. So when such announcement from our Honorable Prime Minister and guided by him to the Income Tax Department, and particularly during COVID, it is a great service to the nation and a great service to the human. And I'm really, I always feel that income tax, that department should be projected as a department serving us to help us to distribute our money to the downtrodden people. And that image, I request the press people and I request the NGOs, everyone, to spread this message. So my request in this is income tax, that word, this a people-friendly word, and everyone should enjoy that word. Instead of, as I said, no, doctor means, injection, like that. Income tax means taxation. You are learning. And please learn how to pay the tax, so that awareness is more needed. And the message today is, I am a taxpayer. I am proud that I am a taxpayer. That message should be there, each and everyone. That should be spread to the students also, to students, and that awareness should spread to each and everyone. That should start from the student days. And as Chancellor of Universities, I feel that the income tax and the procedures and the pride movement of paying an income tax should be spread and should be, the students should be involved, so that it should be introduced in the student level itself. So that is my appeal, and I am happy to know that the occasion of Income Tax Day celebration this year, the team under the leadership of Sri R. Ravichandran, the Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax, has been undertaking various social responsibility. I'm really very happy, and you donated some money to the organizations also, some serving organization who are serving the downtrodden, the children, the elders. And I'm really very much pleased to note that Pakuttundu Palluyir Umbudal Nulor தொகுத்தவற்று எல்லாம் தலை என்ற நமது திருவள்ளுவரின் வார்த்தைகளை இங்கே நிறைவு செய்து, income tax is an investment for a progressive future. By reimagining process, the initiatives, the department strengthened its position as being an integral part of the nation building process. Going by the robust growth in the direct tax contribution, I have no doubt in my mind that the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, making India as 5 trillion economy, would become a reality very soon. When our Honorable Prime Minister revealed his wish to make India as a 5 trillion economy growth by 2025, he told 70 years, we took 70 years to make India as 3 trillion economy. It is very difficult, I know, but instead of relaxation, instead of not working, you set difficult targets and work hard towards that. Then you will achieve. So we will set difficult targets, but make it easy so that the people can pay the taxes. And as I said, from today, we will raise our head saying that I am a taxpayer. As I said, my coat is white, my note is also white. Thank you so much.